This team's won 4 of its 5 home games this season and has played very well. More on this team and their success at home as we go throughout today's broadcast. Carson-Newman is 1-3 on the road this season. So you compare the 4-1 record of Emory and Henry at home to the 1-3 record for the Eagles on the road. Something has to give in today's matchup. Will it be the Wasps continuing their home success, or will it be the Eagles performing well? The Eagles lead the all-time series, won last year by 39 points, and will try to continue their success. Starting lineups and opening tip coming your way after these messages from Emory, Virginia, here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
Okay, let's see. Carson-Newman University. It's been around since 1851. A beautiful campus, amazing student life, world-class accredited academics, competitive athletic programs, a Christian perspective, a top 10 best value school. They give $48 million in financial aid every year, and I get a free scholarship when I enroll. Looks like I found the perfect place.
This kisses it off the glass, and one is Carson-Newman women's basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
Smiles across the board, makes some room in the trophy case for the third time in program history. Carson-Newman is the South Atlantic Conference Tournament champions.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, Domino's, Aramark, by ShopCNEagles.com, The Eagle Club, the Bible Insurance Agency, by Pepsi, by Magaha Electric, Inner Digital, by Food City, Trilite, Quality Suites of Morristown, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen. Now back to the voice of the Lady Eagles, Michael Watray.
Andrew Rogers back with you here on the Eagles Sports Network, filling in for Michael Watring on this Saturday afternoon as Carson-Newman and Emory and Henry set to do battle here in Emory, Virginia, and at Bob Johnson Court. Glad to have everyone alongside here on Mountain Talk 106.3 WPFT-FM. Starting lineups for the Eagles, it's the familiar 5 that Mike Mincy's gone with as of late. He'll send a junior guard from Greenville, Tennessee, Braylon Weigel, the team's leading scorer. She'll run the point for this team, 19 points per game, and is one of the top players on this squad in steals per game this year. Joining her in the backcourt is a sophomore from Sevierville, Tennessee, Campbell Penland. Campbell Penland leads Carson-Newman in a lot of different categories: rebounds, assists, blocks, and steals. Does a little bit of everything while shooting 41% from the field. Skylar Boshears rounds out the backcourt for Mike Mincy's team. She is a junior from Lafayette, Tennessee. Furman transfers, averaging 10 points per game, and is coming off a career-high 31 points where she shot 15 of 17 from the field in Carson-Newman's latest win, a 33-point domination of Mars Hill. In the front court is a junior forward from Jamestown, Tennessee, Harley Smith. She's averaging 4 points and 3 rebounds per game this season. Hit a couple of threes last time out in Carson-Newman's victory. And then rounding out the starting lineup is a freshman forward from Dandridge, Tennessee, a 6'1" forward, Callie McMahon. So the Eagles with McMahon, Smith, Boshears, Penland, and Weichel. For the Wasps, it'll be Amaya Lee, a senior guard from Bristol, Virginia. She's 5'3", leads the team in minutes per game with 34. Joining her in the backcourt is a sophomore from Clyde, North Carolina. It's Grace Glantz. Glantz, 6'1" guard, and she averages 6 points per game and 5.8 rebounds. Rounding out the backcourt is a senior from Greenville, Tennessee, Briley Jones. 10 points per game for her. In the front court is Hannah Spainauer, the sophomore guard from King, North Carolina, and then Brianna Yarber, who will jump up with Callie McMahon to get things going here at Bob Johnson Court, and it's Yarber winning the tip, and we're underway with Emory and Henry working right to left in the opening frame. Ball swung to the left side. Jones a deep three off the right side of the rim. Defensive rebound down to Harley Smith, and the Eagles possess the basketball for the first time. Boshears gets to the right elbow. Jump shot. Spins in and out. Offensive rebound tapped out of bounds by the Eagles, and the Wasps get possession. E&H in home white uniforms as Boshears stole the inbounds pass but is called for a foul. Her first, and Carson-Newman's first team foul of the contest. The Wasps in home white. It's a white uniform, white shorts, blue numerals, dark blue numerals outlined in gold with a number on the front and back of the uniform. Carson-Newman in the visiting navy blue uniforms with orange numerals and white lettering outlined in orange across the front of the uniform. Left block. Feed inside. Yarber had it knocked away, got it back, puts it up off the glass, and scores. Brianna Yarber with the first points of the contest, and the Wasps lead 2-0. Campbell Penland back the other way. Chest pass to Weichel at the top of the key. Weichel hands it back to Penland. Deep right wing three, left short, and a rebound secured and brought down by Lee. Lee going coast to coast, dribbles into the paint, kicks it out, right wing three off the mark from Briley Jones, and the rebound trickles out of bounds, and it favors Carson-Newman. 66 seconds into the first quarter here in Emory, Virginia. Eagles trailing 2-0. Weichel with the basketball, comes off a screen from Smith, gets it back to Harley Smith, top of the key three is good, and we are going to count the basket. The foul was away from the ball. It was on Callie McMahon's screen as she got ran into trying to set the screen, and so they're going to get Jones for the foul. It's her first, team's first. Count the basket. Eagles lead 3-2, and they'll have possession too. It was a simultaneous foul as that shot was put up by Smith. That's when McMahon got fouled away from the ball. Smith bounce pass into the left corner. Weichel three, good. 2 triples, 6 points, 1 possession for Carson-Newman, and a 4-point lead 90 seconds in. Eagles with full court pressure. E&H able to break it, get it into the hands of the point guard Lee. Lee right-hand dribble, chest pass over to Spainauer. She'll pull a free throw line jump shot, no good. Defensive rebound brought down by Penland. She'll push, moving left to right. Penland gets a screen from Smith. Bounce pass inside. McMahon turns around, jump shot, hits every part of the iron and drops in. 8 straight for Carson-Newman and an 8-2 lead 2 minutes in. Full court pressure once again. Spainauer turns it over. Boshears into the passing lane. Has her pass deflected. Penland runs it down into the paint, kicks it out. Smith, extra pass to McMahon, top of the key. 3, swish. 11 straight points for Mike Mincy's Eagles, and a timeout from Emory and Henry. 3 triples from Braylon Weichel, Harley Smith, and Callie McMahon have the Eagles ahead 11-2 with 7:43 left in the first quarter. Back after these messages on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Andrew Rogers back inside Bob Johnson Court and the King Center as the Eagles lead 11-2, and the Wasps have the basketball after the called timeout. Get into the middle of the press. Lee able to cross the timeline, bounce past Yarber, Euro step in the lane, the layup off glass, no good. Offensive rebound secured, shot put back up by Glantz, no good, and a rebound down to Penland. Looked like Harley Smith lost her contact as the Eagles go the other way. Weichel's three left short. Rebound down and secured by Glantz. Smith playing through, losing her contacts. Lee drives inside, kicks it out, and the ball reversed to the left wing. Briley Jones. Spainauer drives inside. Bounce pass to a cutting Lee, and it's knocked away and stolen by Penland. Penland crossing half court, right-hand dribble, gives it up. Smith, a pump fake, drive into the paint, dump off pass deflected and stolen by the Wasps. It's Lee going the other direction. She has numbers, decides to pull it back and send it to the right corner. Jones, cross-court pass, Spainauer, fumbled the pass, drives inside, knocked away again by Penland, and the Eagles force another turnover. Penland, Smith, works back to Penland at the top of the key. Three, money. Campbell Penland continues the hot shooting for Carson-Newman in the first few minutes, and it's a 14-2 advantage with 6:25 left in the first. Fourth different Eagle to knock down a three. Spainauer let the left wing, feeds inside. A pump fake from Yarber, shot up and over. McMahon no good, and a defensive rebound down to Weichel. Weichel, kick ahead pass Boshears. Boshears spins, lost possession. It's stolen away by Grace Galantz. Emory and Henry back the other way. Lee stops at the top of the key. Now a pass to Jones. Jones drives baseline. Ball reversed back out front for Lee. Plenty of time on the shot clock. A deep three from Glantz, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds by Yarber, attacking the offensive glass, and the Eagles get possession back. Trio of subs for Emory and Henry. McClellan, Tranum, and Owens off the bench for Jacqueline Dickens' team. 5-5 squad, but trailing 14-2 just over 4 minutes into the first quarter. Eagles with the basketball. McMahon top of the key. Now to Boshears. Triple threat position finds Penland. She pump fakes, drives baseline. Penland spins in the lane, pump fakes, layup shot blocked, and a tie-up is called. Jump ball is in favor of the Eagles. So Carson-Newman will keep it with the shot clock reset to 20 seconds. Smith, Boshears, Penland. Penland left of the wing, over to Weichel. Weichel right-hand dribble, shot clock down to 5. Weichel to McMahon. Out to Weichel, shot clock expires. Weichel's three spins out, rebound, knocked around, and Campbell Penland comes away with it. Penland, cross-court pass back to Weichel. A pump fake, a shot from the right elbow, up and good. 16 straight for the Lady Eagles and a 16-2 lead halfway through the first quarter. Dribbling in the backcourt's McClellan, or Owens, I should say. Double-teamed is McClellan at half court, and a tie-up will keep it with the Emory and Henry Wasps. Just shy of half court, and they should have just a second, and they'll reset the shot clock to 21. They'll have a second to get this over the timeline, inbounding right at the half court line. They'll get it into the front court. It's into the hands of Maya Lee. Lee guarded by Weichel. Eagles by 14, 4:40 and counting in the first quarter. A screen and a three launched by McClellan. Too strong. Ball knocked around, and over the back is the call as Brianna Yarber went over top of Callie McMahon for the rebound. It's her first personal foul and the second team foul on Emory and Henry in this first quarter. Lee and Yarber, the only starters out there right now for Emory and Henry. Eagles still with the starting five out here. Going against this man-to-man defense from E&H. Penland, deep, top of the key three, Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound down to Brianna Yarber. Yarber ahead to Lee. Lee drives inside, kicks it out for Owens. They'll reverse it to Tranum. Mimi Tranum into the lane. Left-hand layup too strong. Defensive rebound down to Harley Smith, who lost her headband. She'll play on. Kicks it ahead to Weichel. Weichel crossover, drive inside. Euro step in the lane. She kisses it off the glass. Another 2 points for the Eagles, 18 straight. And the Lady Eagles lead 18-2. Ball deflected by Smith. E&H keeps it into the lane. Yarber traveled. Had a lane inside. Took a couple of steps before she dribbled. And that's a traveling violation to give the ball back to Carson-Newman. Nearly a hockey line change for Carson-Newman. And in fact it is. 5 fresh players up off the bench for Mike Mincy. He'll go with Tori Rutherford, Keely Rogers, Michaela Alvey, Ruthie Mbugwa, and Emily Gonzalez at the 3:40 mark, with the Eagles ahead 18-2. Alvey's pass inside to Rutherford, stolen away and knocked into the hands of Mimi Tranum. Bounce pass left to the wing for Tranum. Back out front, Taylor Owens, a senior guard, to the free throw line. It's Chelsea Hodges into the first time. Back to Tranum, 8 on the shot clock. Tranum drives baseline, shot over Mbugwa, no good. And a defensive rebound down to Keely Rogers. Rogers will push in transition, crossing half court, gets into the lane, kicks it out, Alvey. Alvey, a drive inside, pulls up from the free throw line, had her shot altered and partially deflected. It'll stay with Carson-Newman in the offensive half with 19 on the shot clock and 2 minutes and 59 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The Eagles in full control, leading 18-2. Rutherford gets it in out front to Alvey. Extra pass, Rogers into the lane. Mbugwa, pass inside. Rutherford was over her head and out of bounds. And the ball goes back to Emory and Henry. This is an 18-0 run in which the Wasps have not scored in 6.5 minutes. They scored in the first 30 seconds, haven't scored since. Pass inside to Hodges. She pump fakes, blocked by Mbugwa. Eagles back the other way off the Mbugwa block. Rutherford cross-court pass to Rogers. Rogers a drive inside, kicks it out. Alvey right wing 3, short. Mbugwa had the offensive rebound in her right hand, but it's knocked away, and the Wasps go the other way in transition. Lee, top of the key 3, no. And a defensive rebound down to Alvey, and we've got a foul called in the rebounding act. They're going to get Emily Gonzalez for a push in the back going for the rebound. It was Mimi Tranum, the sophomore guard, that was the player for Emory and Henry that hit the deck, and so the foul on Gonzalez, our first and the team's second. Lee to trigger it in and nearly threw it away. Tracked down in the backcourt by Macy McClellan, the Kingsport, Tennessee native, sophomore guard up off the bench for Coach Dickens' team. Nearly 2 minutes left in the first quarter, a 7-minute scoring drought for Emory and Henry. It won't end on McClellan's 3, and the rebound is fought for, and Mbugwa hits the deck for it, and the jump ball is called. A possession arrow favors Carson-Newman. It's been all Eagles in this first quarter. 2 points for E&H. They're 1 for 15 from the field and 0 for 6 from 3. 18-2 Eagles. Rogers left of the wing. Triple threat position now to Ruthie Mbugwa. Alvey, dump off pass inside. Rogers, a pump fake layup off glass, good. Well executed set. It's 20-2 Eagles. Back into the full court pressure. Rutherford, steal. Finds Gonzalez, right hand layup, good. 22-2. 22 straight for the Eagles, and the press pays off for another turnover. And now we've got a foul in the backcourt called on Gonzalez. That's her second personal foul, and Carson-Newman's third foul of this opening quarter. So Gonzalez will play with 2 fouls, and the Eagles ahead by 20 with 90 seconds left in the first quarter. Owens able to help break the pressure, finds a cutting McClellan back out front to Lee, left corner 3, launched and missed by Hodges, and Gonzalez tracks down the miss. Gonzalez crossing half court, nearly turned it over. Rogers able to handle the bad pass. Driving baseline, Rogers throws it away. Stolen away by Tranum. Tranum, a spin move, a drive inside, dump off pass, a layup by Lee is good. That ends an 8-minute scoring drought for Emory and Henry. It's 22-4. We're under 60 seconds left in the first quarter. 22-4 Eagles. Rutherford to the right wing, now to Rogers and to Alvey. They get it inside. Ruthie Mbugwa turns around, finds a cutting Rutherford, who's fouled from behind. Good cut from Rutherford, and a better find by Mbugwa. And Tori Rutherford draws the foul and will head to the free throw line. They'll get a Maya Lee for the personal, her first and the team's third. As Tori Rutherford heads to the free throw line, a 70% free throw shooter in 11 games played this season. And her first one's up and good. Her first point of the afternoon. Eagles shooting 53% from the field. Second one up, no good. Ball tipped around out of the hands of Rutherford. And possession into the hand of Lee, the point guard for Emory and Henry. Lee drives inside and fumbled the basketball. Rutherford took it away. Tori's second steal, and the Eagles have the basketball back with an 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 30 on the game, 22 on the shot clock. Backdoor cut, Alvey catches it, finds Rutherford, a cutting. Rutherford lays it in. A phenomenal save from Alvey to find Rutherford for two. It's 25-4. More full court pressure. Emory and Henry crosses half court, but Rogers takes it away. Rogers ahead of the pack to Gonzalez. Right hand layup knocked away. She couldn't get the layup up because it was stolen by McClellan. 2 seconds left in the quarter. Lee crosses half court and the Wasps can't get a shot up. Eagles dominate the first 10 minutes of this one, 25-4, and hold Emory and Henry to just 2 field goals. And they shoot 12% from the field. They force 6 turnovers and shoot 56% from the field and 44 from 3. A dominant first quarter from Carson-Newman as we head to the end of the first quarter. 25-4 Eagles. Back after these messages on the Eagles Sports Network.
Protect your home from unwanted electrical surges like lightning. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess voltage either back into the system or to the ground. AEC also offers power strips for use inside your home to protect electronics and other items. The cost of this protective service from AEC is $9.95 per month. Ordering today affords you no connection fee. AEC. We're power with purpose.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Back inside at Bob Johnson Court, it's 25-4 at Carson-Newman. Eagle fans, AEC is your Touchstone Energy cooperative service you can trust, value you can depend on, powering Mossy Creek. We're AEC member-owned and service-driven. To begin the second quarter, it's Emory and Henry with the basketball. Hodges, top of the key. Now a pass over to the left wing. Tranum kicks it out into the left corner now. It's Sophie Nelson into the game for the first time. Nelson into the left corner, launches a three. Nelson's three is good. First triple for Emory and Henry. It comes from the freshman guard from Parkersburg, West Virginia, Sophie Nelson. It's 25-7. Good start for Emory and Henry after a slow first quarter offensively. Starters back out there for the Eagles as Weichel swings it to Penland.
Move it!
Penland, right baseline to McMahon. Her jump shot is up and off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound down and secured by Jones. Riley Jones crosses over, drive inside, off glass, no good. And a rebound down to McMahon for the Eagles. 1 minute into the second quarter, 18-point advantage for the Lady Eagles. Penland pump fakes, a bounce pass inside. McMahon left hand layup, sneaks it up and in. Callie McMahon with another field goal. She is up to 7 points, and the Eagles lead by 20. Hodges dribbles to the left block, kicks it back out front, and Emory and Henry will reset the offense. They broke the pressure multiple times, just have not been able to score the basketball in the half court against this Eagles defense. Briley Jones into the lane, shot off glass, no good. Ball booted around, and now a tie-up between Penland and Owens. And possession arrow is in favor of Carson-Newman. Stingy Eagles defense in the first 12 minutes of this game. 3 of 20 is Emory and Henry from the field, 1 of 8 from 3. And the Eagles have forced 6 turnovers. Weichel handoff to Skylar Boshears. Boshears comes off a screen all the way to the rim. Counted and one. Skylar Boshears all the way to the rim. Kisses the shot off the glass and scores it for 2. And she'll go to the free throw line for a chance to complete the 3-point play. Her first field goal coming off that 31-point performance at home in which she went 15 of 17 from the field. The free throw hits nearly every part of the iron and falls out, and the rebound secured by Taylor Owens. 29-7 Eagles 2 minutes into the second quarter. Into the half-court offense, it's Mimi Tranum, the sophomore from Coral Springs, Florida, running the offense for this team, and her pass knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with E&H. A couple of subs come back in. Amaya Lee and Brianna Yarber back in for the Wasps. Yarber, a redshirt freshman, averaging 10 and 6, but has struggled as of late. Just 1 of her last 4 games have been in a double-figure scoring effort. Jones off a screen. Feed inside. Hodges, a pump fake. Shot up off glass. No, got her own miss. Puts it back up and is fouled. Relentless effort that time from the sophomore Chelsea Hodges, and she'll be rewarded with 2 free throws as Campbell Penland picked up the foul. It's her first and the team's first in this second quarter. Hodges to the free throw line. First shot up off the front of the iron, and it falls in. 29-8, Carson-Newman advantage at the 7:43 mark of the second quarter. Second free throw up and good, 29-9. Weichel quickly ahead to Penland, right wing 3, no good. Offensive rebound, tipped to Boshears, and then Smith trying to track down the miss and tip it back to Boshears, who lost it for a moment, but Smith was out of bounds, and Emory and Henry gets the basketball back. Eagles out rebounding the Wasps in this first half, 18-12 so far. Nelson picks up her dribble in the backcourt, now bounces a pass to Lee. Lee ahead of the pack, Jones now to Yarber. Yarber, cross court to Nelson, left wing 3, no good. Rebound skied and jumped into the air and brought down by Smith. Smith in transition, cross court pass, Weichel, a feed inside, McMahon, she pump fakes and turns it over. Stingy Emory and Henry defense inside as Jones in transition ahead of the pack to Yarber, and she's fouled, attempting a layup from the right block in transition. They're going to get Harley Smith for the foul, her first and the team's second of this first half, or of this second quarter. Brianna Yarber to the free throw line, an 80% free throw shooter so far this year, rattles home the first. Her third point of the contest. Nobody other. 3 points is the highest for the team so far, with only 10 points scored so far. Second one up and good by Yarber. And it's 29-11 as Callie McMahon checks out, and Eagles bring in Keely Rogers. Mike Mincy's team going for 3 in a row, something they've done just one time so far this year. They won their first 3 games of the year before dropping 4 in a row. Trying to end another 3-game win streak. That'll help when Braylon Weichel goes coast to coast and lays it up and in off the right side of the rim. 31-11, Weichel with 9. Lee breaks the pressure, crossing half court, and the Wasps will reset their offense. Jones, left-hand dribble at the top of the key, drives inside, a spin move on Rogers, a fadeaway shot, no good. Rebound down to Rogers, and the Eagles go the other direction. Smith with it, crosses half court, stops, finds a cutting Rogers, a layup shot, no good, but a foul called on Keely Rogers' drive into the paint. And she'll go to the free throw line. Chelsea Hodges picks up the personal foul. It's her first and the team's second of the second quarter. Keely Rogers to the free throw line for the first time today. And the freshman hits the back of the iron and gets the friendly hop back through the hoop. 32-11. Rogers with 3 points. Takes 3 dribbles. Her second free throw's up and good as well. 33-11. As Tori Rutherford checks in, Campbell Penland will get a rest. So Penland gets a breather. Rutherford into the lineup with 6:24 left in the first quarter, and the Eagles ahead 33-11. Yarber helps break the pressure, finds Hodges, layup shot off glass, no good. Hodges got her own miss, puts it back up, and is fouled. A couple of times Chelsea Hodges has had an opportunity to make an easy layup, but has not been able to do so. And the foul was called on Callie McMahon. She's not on the floor. And so it's her first, team's third. I think they meant Rutherford 5, but they called it on 3. And so I think the officials just realized it, and they're going to stop possession. They meant 5. Callie was not into the game. It's the foul. The foul's on Rutherford, her first, and the team's third. Both free throws made by Hodges. She has 4 points, and the Eagles have a 20-point advantage, 33-13. 4 minutes into the second quarter. It's been all Eagles in this first half. Rutherford over to Rogers. Now to Weichel inside. Smith gets position. Pump fakes. Power dribble inside. Shot no good. Ball bounced around. It's loose. Rogers hits the deck. Bounce pass inside to Smith. And a foul called as Harley Smith had the basketball. Rogers had the initial diving effort there to keep possession for Carson-Newman to force the foul on Hodges. Hodges picks up her second and the team's third. And back into the game for Emory and Henry as Grace Clance. Eagles keep the basketball off the relentless effort there from the freshman Keely Rogers, who has done a little bit of everything for this team throughout her freshman season. Rogers, left-hand dribble. Foul line extended at the left wing. Now drives baseline. Feeds a cutting Smith. Ball booted around. And Rutherford comes away with it. Sloppy possession for Carson-Newman, but the Eagles still have it with 12 to shoot. Weichel into the right corner. Rutherford 3. Money! Tori Rutherford has been shooting it well as of late. Back-to-back games with 9+ points. And now she comes up with a steal, diving into the left corner, comes away with possession, and the ball is knocked out by Emory and Henry. A great 20-second sequence from Rutherford. The sophomore knocked down the 3, hustled, drew the steal. It's her third steal. And the Eagles get another possession here, leading 36-13 with 5:19 left in the second quarter. Boshears to inbound in the far left corner. Gets it into Weichel. Weichel rejects a Smith screen into the corner for Boshears. Boshears dribbles now to Rogers. Boshears gets it back, top of the key. 3, no good. Ball batted around inside, and Yarber eventually comes away with it for Emory and Henry. The Wasps haven't made a field goal in nearly 5 minutes on the offensive end. Only 13 points in this first half. Eagles have been phenomenal on the defensive side, both in their full-court pressure and in their half-court defense. Inside, it's Yarber posting up Smith. Yarber out to Lee. Shot clock down to 5. Glance at the free throw line. Pump fakes. Euro step in the lane. It bounces off the iron. No good. A rebound down to Rogers. Rogers with her third board. In transition, Weichel stops. Left wing 3. Bingo. Braylon Weichel's the first Lady Eagle into double figures. She has 12, and the Eagles lead by 26. It's 39-13. 4:15 left first half. A missed layup inside from Yarber in transition. Boshears corrals the defensive rebound, and the Eagles will push tempo. Weichel ahead of the pack to Smith. Smith to a cutting Boshears. Right-hand layup, no good, and she's fouled. And that'll bring us to a media timeout. Carson-Newman has scored 6 straight points, and their defense has forced 8 straight misses from Emory and Henry, and the Eagles lead 39-13 here at Bob Johnson Court. Back after this to wrap up the first half from Emory, Virginia, after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
Lady Eagles lead at 39-13 with just over 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Andrew Rogers got everyone alongside here on the Eagle Sports Network. Skylar Boshears to the free throw line out of the timeout. Her first one is up and no good. Eagle fans, Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Get a large one-topping pizza for $5.99 with your Carson-Newman ID. Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. 4:04 left in the first half. 39-13. The Eagles outscored the Wasps 25-4 in the first quarter and lead at 40-13 after Boshears knocks home the second free throw. So now on the court for the Lady Eagles, it's Weichel and Rutherford with Alvy, Rogers, and Mbugwa out there. Lee crosses half court, a bounce pass inside, and we've got a foul called on the drive before the shot by Lee. They'll get Braylon Weichel for the personal foul. Weichel picks up her first and the team's fourth foul of this second quarter, so every foul for both teams the rest of the way will result in free throws. Inbound pass comes into Spainhour, and now the ball reversed to Amaya Lee, right wing. Into the right corner now, it's Taylor Owens. Owens drives inside, spins on Owie, now has to dribble it back out. 6 to shoot, ball inside, kicked out to Lee, right corner three. She missed everything. It bounces out of bounds with the shot clock expiring at the same time, and then yet another quality defensive possession for Mike Mincy's team. And they get the basketball back, leading by 27 points. Going against this Emory and Henry team, 5-5 and 2-1 in league play. Eagles have made a statement in the first 20 minutes. Rogers out front finds Weichel. Weichel uses an Mbugwa screen, kicks it back to Rogers. Her pass deflected, gets it back though. Rogers pump fakes inside, kicks it out. LV extra pass, Rutherford. Now a bounce pass inside to Mbugwa. She's doubled, kicks it out. Rogers, top of the key, three. Off the backboard, no good. A rebound secured by Spainhour. Good ball reversal, player movement. The shot just didn't fall for Rogers. Lee into the left corner, a three put up and missed by Spainhour. Booted around, and now the ball is secured by Rogers. Ahead of the pack, Rogers bounce pass to Rutherford, kicks it out. Weichel left corner, three, cash. Braylon Weichel is automatic. She's 6 of 8 from the field and has 15, and the Eagles lead it by 30. It's 43-13. Still the relentless full court pressure. Lee crosses half court, and now they'll reset the offense. Top of the key, it's Taylor Owens for three. And finally, Emory and Henry scores. That ends a 4-minute scoring drought. It's their first make in 11 tries. Weichel inside to Mbugwa. Mbugwa, power dribble in. They're going to say she traveled. Carson-Newman turns it over for the 7th time. Penland back into the game along with Emily Gonzalez to replace Rutherford and Weichel. Rutherford and Weichel have been great in the backcourt. Rutherford 3 steals, 6 points. Weichel 15 points and 3 threes. Eagles by 27, 43-16 with 2 minutes left in the first half. Cross-court pass to Taylor Owens, who hit that 3 last time down. Cross-court pass now to Glantz. Her 3 short, rebound to Gonzalez. Eagles have numbers. Gonzalez ahead. Penland. Pump fakes. Layup shot no good. Mbugwa gets the miss. Goes back up with it and scores. Ruthie Mbugwa's first 2 points, and the Eagles by 29. It's 45-16. Lee pressured in the backcourt. Now crosses half court, and the Eagles drop back into the man-to-man. Lee, a chest pass over to Gresham, who's in for the first time. Glance inside, left-hand layup blocked by Mbugwa, but a foul call. Ruthie Mbugwa picks up her first personal foul. 15 foul, and Grace Glance to the free throw line for Emory and Henry as Harley Smith checks back in and will replace Keely Rogers. Good minutes again yet from Rogers. 4 points, 4 rebounds in her 9 minutes played in the first half. As Clance's first free throw is up and it swishes home. 74% free throw shooter is Clance. This is an Emory and Henry team that has played very well at home, but not so far today. They're averaging nearly 20 more points per game at home and shoot it nearly 15% better at home than they do on the road. But so far have been held to 17 points and 13% shooting. Penland pump fakes, free throw line jump shot up, no good. Ball is into the hands and the rebound act by Owens, and the Emory and Henry Wasps work back the other way. Lee to Gresham, and now to the left wing. Owens, cross-court pass into the hands. Spainhour's three short, and the ball is tracked down by Penland. And a timeout called by Mike Mincy's team with 53 seconds left. With Penland trapped in that far right corner, Mincy uses his use it or lose it timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. Eagle fans, Lisa's Country Kitchen serves the best home-cooked meals the Lakeway region can offer. Lisa's Country Kitchen, the official restaurant of the Carson-Newman Eagles. The Lady Eagles shooting 53% from the field, 47% from three. Have only forced 7 turnovers. It feels like they've forced a lot more turnovers, but they have scored 7 points off the 7 turnovers. They've out-rebounded Emory and Henry 29-16. It's been a mixture of really, really good half-court defense, and then between the Wasps just getting sped up with that full-court pressure. Getting into the half-court, they've taken an ill-advised or quick shot that has not worked out well in their favor. And Bugwa to Alvey inside Smith out of the timeout. Now to Penland, top of the key. 3. It rattles home for Campbell Penland. It's her second triple of the afternoon, and the Eagles lead it 48-17. 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 22 seconds left. A three-pointer shot up, no good by Owens. Eagles work back the other way, 3-on-2. Penland bounce pass to Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Alvey, but Emily Gonzalez traveled before that pass to Michaela Alvey. 8th Carson-Newman turnover, and with 15 seconds left, Emory and Henry gets the basketball back, trailing by 31 points. Complete domination for Mike Mincy's group. Lee crossing half court, guarded by Gonzalez. Eagles back off into a man-to-man half court to wrap up the half. Lee drives inside, stumbles. Owens layup shot, no good, and we've got a foul called on the layup shot by Owens. They're going to get Campbell Penland for the foul. It's her second personal foul, and it'll send Taylor Owens to the free throw line. Owens with 3 points. Brianna Yarber is the team's leading scorer, and she only has 4. Now it's Owens tied for that team lead with 4 points as she makes the first free throw. 48-18, now 48-19 after the made free throw by Owens. (48-19), 3.7 seconds left in the first half. The Eagles try to close the first half on a positive note for what's been a complete dominant first half. Inbound to Gonzalez, crossing half court. Gonzalez tries to get all the way to the rim and missed the shot, but did not get the shot off before time expires here in Emory and Henry at Bob Johnson Court. The Eagles dominate Emory and Henry from the opening whistle of the first half. A 25-4 first quarter set the stage for what is a 29-point first half lead over Emory and Henry. Braylon Weichel leads the way, 15 first half points. We'll recap this first half after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeAndEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeAndEagles.com. Visit today.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit InterDigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the ShopCNEagles.com halftime report in just 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Protect your home from unwanted electrical surges like lightning. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess voltage either back into the system or to the ground. AEC also offers power strips for use inside your home to protect electronics and other items. The cost of this protective service from AEC is $9.95 per month. Ordering today affords you no connection fee. AEC. We're power with purpose.
It's halftime. Your first half scoring summary and a check of the ShopCNEagles.com sack scoreboard are headed your way.
Smith, right wing, three-pointers up, it's in! Potentially a dagger for CN!
Now back to the voice of the Lady Eagles, Michael Watrang.
At the half, it's all Carson-Newman. It was a 25-4 opening quarter that set the stage for what was a dominant first half for Mike Mincy's team to lead by 29 points over Emory and Henry. Andrew Rogers once again filling in for Michael Watrang on this Saturday afternoon. Glad to have you alongside here on the Eagles Sports Network. First of two games to come here from Bob Johnson Court. Carson-Newman and Emory and Henry men's edition will get going at 4 p.m. Quality Suites of Morristown is the preferred hotel choice of the Carson-Newman Eagles. It's located just 10 miles from campus. Quality Suites of Morristown is the perfect place to stay when you're traveling to watch the Eagles play. Call 423-585-4000 and ask for the Carson-Newman rate. The discount is only available when you call 423-585-4000. It started off well for Emory and Henry. They scored the first 2 points of the game. A Brianna Yarber layup just 40 seconds in got the Wasps on the board, but that was really the only good thing that happened for Emory and Henry in that first quarter. Carson-Newman rattled off 22 consecutive points that spanned nearly 8 minutes. It wasn't until 63 seconds left in the first quarter that Emory and Henry scored again. It was an Amaya Lee layup that made it 22-4, but it was a mixture of quality defense, good shot making, and quality offense from Carson-Newman. Smith, Weichel, McMahon, and Penland made 3-point field goals during that 22-0 run. Gonzalez and Rogers off the bench had a couple of layups in that first quarter to help the Eagles grow that lead to 21 points and lead 25-4 at the end of the first quarter. The second quarter, Emory and Henry started to find a little bit of a rhythm, but only scored 2 field goals in the quarter. They were both 3-point field goals. Sophie Nelson opened the second quarter with a 3-pointer. And then it was a Taylor Owens 3-pointer with just 2.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Those were the only 2 field goals for Emory and Henry. They cashed it at the free throw line with 8 points of the rest of the 14 coming in that second quarter from the free throw line. So a stingy Carson-Newman defense. The Eagles really made hay in the paint as well to open up that second quarter. McMahon, Boshears, Weichel all had layups in the first few minutes to help the lead get up to 22 points before a couple of free throws, and the Eagles went on another run about halfway through the second quarter. Rutherford hit a 3, and then Weichel hit back-to-back threes to grow the lead to 30 points. 30 was the biggest Carson-Newman lead, or 31 points, I should say, was the biggest Carson-Newman lead in that first half as the Eagles wrapped up their first half scoring with a Campbell-Penland three with just 46 seconds left. That was what got the Eagles that 31-point lead in a 48-17 margin before a couple of free throws by Owens in the closing seconds brought the score to 48-19. Only one Carson-Newman player in double figures despite the onslaught of points in that first half. Waylon Weichel, 6 of 8 from the field, 15 points, made 3 3-point field goals as well in that first half. Several other players with multiple field goals. Callie McMahon, 7 points on 3 made shots. Campbell-Penland had 6. Tori Rutherford with 6 points. Everybody but Michaela Alvey scored for Carson-Newman. Of the 10 players that saw time on the floor for Mike Mincy's team in the first 20 minutes, got on the scoreboard or made some really crucial impact to help the scoring effort and have these Eagles ahead by 29 points at a place where Emory and Henry has played very well. We talked about it, 4-1 at home this year, 75 points per game on the offensive end, but the Wasps have been held to 13% shooting and are 4 of 32 from the field, 2 of 15 from 3. They're shooting 13% from both the field and from 3, and have been out-rebounded by 14 rebounds. It's all Carson-Newman here in Emory, Virginia, 48-19. We'll take a break. When we come back, it's a busy Saturday in the South Atlantic Conference. We'll take a look at some of the scores going on in the South Atlantic Conference on the women's basketball side. That coming your way after these messages on the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
A check of the ShopCNEagles.com SAC scoreboard is next. This is the Eagle Sports Network. If you're looking for official Eagle merchandise, look no further than the Carson-Newman Bookstore. With a large selection of Carson-Newman gifts and apparel, you're sure to find something to please the entire family. From stuffed eagles to towel sets, sweatshirts, shorts, hats, and slippers, we literally have you covered from head to toe. We have just the item you're looking for no matter what the season. So whether you're an Eagle student, parent, alumni, or fan, shop us for everything orange and blue. Call 865-471-3539 for more information and store hours. We'll see you at the Carson-Newman Bookstore.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
The Eagles Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with a ShopCNEagles.com scoreboard update. Now back to the arena.
Andrew Rogers back here at Bob Johnson Court. Carson-Newman leads at 48-19 at the half. Eagle fans, check out Carson-Newman Athletics' official online store at ShopCNEagles.com. ShopCNEagles.com features more than 1,000 products from T-shirts and polos to phone skins and pet collars. ShopCNEagles.com is the official online store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. A busy Saturday in the South Atlantic Conference. A tight score at the half between Lincoln Memorial and Limestone. A Limestone team that beat Carson-Newman by nearly 30 and lost to this Emory and Henry team by 12 points, is trailing to Lincoln Memorial at the half. It's 39-26. Lincoln Memorial, the home team in that matchup. Also a halftime score. It's Lenore Ryan visiting Anderson. LR with the advantage by 4 points at the break. It's 41-37. The only other game currently going on that outside of our game is Tusculum and Southern Wesleyan. Tusculum is the top team in this Mountain Division of women's basketball in the South Atlantic Conference. It's a non-conference matchup for the Pioneers today, and they're in a dogfight with Southern Wesleyan. It's 39-32 with 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter. So Anderson trailing LR at the half, 41-37, and Lincoln Memorial trailing Limestone at the half, 39-26. Here in Emory, Virginia, all Lady Eagles, 29-point advantage over Emory and Henry. The Lady Eagles and the Wasps have taken the floor for the second half. We'll take our final break and bring you the second half from Emory, Virginia and Bob Johnson Court after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We've got a quality contractor network, easy financing, and ANC inspects every job to assure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aecoop.org for application, contractor list, and more details. AEC. We're power with purpose.
This is Carson-Newman basketball.
Into the front court, losing her dribble, kicks it out, right wing, three from Bergstrom is up and good! As the buzzer sounds to end the first half.
On the Eagle Sports Network.
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
At Aramark, this year we go back to our foundation. At Aramark, we are great food and great service with great guests. That is the Aramark way. From coffee at Maples to sandwiches in Stokely, Aramark is here to produce high-quality food for you. A foundation of fresh food, a foundation of speedy service, and a foundation that's built for you, now and for the future. That is the Aramark way.
Back at Bob Johnson Court, Andrew Rogers, glad to have you alongside here on the Eagle Sports Network. Lady Eagles lead at 48-19 as the two teams take the court and get set for this second half. Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider, providing Jefferson City with ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband. Let them serve you. Visit trilite.net. It'll be Emory and Henry basketball to begin the second half. Task is for Carson-Newman in the second half. Don't let Emory and Henry think they're back into this game. 29-point advantage for Carson-Newman. Don't allow this Wasps team to think they've got a chance for a comeback in this second half. Layup shot up and good on a pick and roll. Grace Glantz scores, and it's 48-21. Good start for Emory and Henry to open up the second half. Penland drives inside. Her shot blocked. Smith saves it into Weichel, and the Eagles will reset. Weichel off a screen now to Bo Shears. Back to Smith in the corner. Bounce pass inside to McMahon. Knocked out of her hands and stolen away. Eagles turn it over for the ninth time. In transition, Yarber right-hand hook shot off glass, good. Emory and Henry made 4 field goals in the first half. They've got 2 in 40 seconds into the third quarter. 48-23. Boshears a drive inside. Stops, kicks it out to Weichel. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Penland deep 3, no good. Rebound down to Glantz. Couple of stops, a couple of baskets for Emory and Henry out of the halftime break. Jones drives inside, has it knocked away. Glantz tracks it down. Yarber layup shot, no good. Ball batted around and now secured into the hands by Campbell Penland. That's her 7th rebound, with 6 of those coming in the defensive half. Smith cross-court pass stolen away. Eagles' 10th turnover. Sloppy offense to open up the second half. Lee inside to Yarber. Yarber, a pump fake, blocked by McMahon. Yarber tried to shoot it over the top of the 6'1" McMahon, who sent it back Yarber's direction. The Eagles get the basketball back. Still looking for their first points of the half. Weichel into the lane, hesitates and scores. Braylon Weichel with 17 on 7 of 9 shooting. The Eagles score for the first time in the third quarter, 2 minutes in. Briley Jones, deep left wing 3. Off the backboard, rebound by Spainhour. Her shot no good, and McMahon corrals the defensive miss. Weichel in transition, feeds a trailing McMahon 3. Cash for Callie McMahon. Her second triple. She's got 10 points quietly on 4 of 5 shooting, and the Eagles back up by 30. Sticking with the full court pressure. Emory and Henry breaks it with Yarber ahead of the pack. Now to Lee, extra pass, Glantz, 20-foot shot from the baseline, no good. Offensive rebound, Yarber, and she's fouled. Nobody boxed out the redshirt freshman forward. Brianna Yarber, one of the top scorers on this team, gives Emory and Henry an extra possession, and Mike Mincy has asked for timeout. At the 7:28 mark of the third quarter, it's Carson-Newman with a 30-point advantage. And Mike Mincy wants to talk about the first 2.5 minutes of this third quarter. 30-point advantage for Carson-Newman. More to Lady Eagles basketball on the way after these messages on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit InterDigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser-focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
E&H basketball out of the timeout. We'll go inside. Yarber now to Jones. Jones cuts inside. Shot off the iron, no good. Offensive rebound, Glantz. Her left-hand hook shot off glass, no good. And Harley Smith grabs the miss for Carson-Newman. Eagles lead it by 30. 3 minutes into the third quarter. Boshears a spin move into the lane through the double team, and a traveling violation called on Boshears. Yet another turnover for Mike Mincy's team. They've now turned it over 11 times, but still have a 30-point advantage and 53 points scored. 4 of those turnovers have come in this first few minutes of this third quarter, and now a reach-in foul called on the entry feed to Grace Glantz. The foul's on Campbell Penland. That's her third, and the team's second of this third quarter. So Penland with 3 fouls. First Eagle to get 3 fouls. Inbound pass quickly to Yarber, and McMahon comes down with the miss. Callie McMahon, 10 points, 5 boards in 12 minutes. Solid effort from the freshman so far. McMahon hands it off to Weichel. Foul line extended at the left wing. Now to Smith. Left-hand dribble, a drive, a kick out to Boshears. Boshears drives into the middle. Now hands it off to Penland out front. Penland drives all the way around the defense, kicks it out. Weichel, a long left wing three. It goes in and out. Ball knocked around, and eventually it's Boshears and Spainhour both with possession. The jump ball is called, and the Eagles have the possession arrow. So 20 seconds back on the shot clock at the 6:29 mark of the third quarter. Lady Eagles keep it, leading by 30. Smith, left-hand dribble, now a cross-court pass, knocked out of bounds by Glantz. Good awareness by Grace Glantz to step in front of the passing lane for Smith, who was trying to find Braylon Weichel. The Eagles keep it. Weichel off a screen, hands it off Boshears. Skylar Boshears crosses over, right-hand layup in the lane, no good, and a foul called as she drew contact from Glantz in the lane, and the foul is on Grace Glantz. Actually, they're going to get Jones. Riley Jones picks up her second. Glantz was the one defending Boshears, but Jones may have got called for the reach in there, trying to play some help side defense. Boshears knocks home the first free throw, up to 4 points, 2 over 4 points from the line. Second one up and good as well from the junior guard, and the Eagles have the biggest lead of the day, 55-23, a 32-point margin in 7 straight for Mike Mincy's team. Into the right corner, Spainhour's open, right corner three, too strong. McMahon had the miss, and it's tracked down by Glantz. Glantz gets it back, left corner three, no good, off the iron, and a rebound down to Braylon Weichel. Eagles ahead of the pack, Smith to Penland. Penland back to Smith. Smith drives inside, left-hand layup off glass, left it short. Boshears offensive rebound, right-hand layup good. Skylar Boshears the offensive rebound and putback. She's got 7, and the Eagles lead it by 34. 5.5 left in the third. Jones drives inside, layup shot off, no glass, no good. Ball knocked around eventually into the hands of Brianna Yarber, and she scores it for her 8th point, and it's 57-25. Weichel to Boshears, left to the baseline. Now to Penland. Back to Boshears, trying to find McMahon. They'll reverse it out front. Penland, top of the key. 3, swish. Campbell Penland's third triple, and the Eagles back up ahead by 35. 50% shooting from long range, 54% shooting from the field, and Braylon Weichel knocks the ball away from Jones in the backcourt to force it out of bounds, and Emory and Henry will have possession. Timeout called, 4:55 left in the third. It is all Carson-Newman here at Bob Johnson Court in Emory, Virginia. 60-25 advantage for Mike Mincy's team. Back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
AEC is a distributor for Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks. Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and warranted not to leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-lasting temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position. And the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment drain. AEC, we're power with purpose.
Out of the timeout, Emory and Henry basketball. 4:45 left in the third. Lady Eagles lead it 60-25. Yarber out front to Spainhour, and a Spainhour dribbles to the right wing. Entry feed, Yarber, right-hand hook shot off glass. No good. Michaela Alvey's got the rebound. Second unit in there for Carson-Newman. It's Rutherford, Alvey, Rogers, Gonzalez, and Ashlyn Crittenden into the game for the first time as Keely Rogers goes all the way to the rim and scores with the right-hand layup off glass. Rogers with her second field goal, and she has 4 points. Wasps break the full-court pressure from Carson-Newman and reset things in the half court. Left-hand dribble from McClellan, now to Spain. Now a pump fake, a drive inside, kicks it back into the left corner. McClellan's three is short, and Tori Rutherford jumps up for the defensive rebound. Rutherford ahead of the pack, now to Alvey. Gets it back into the left corner. Gonzalez pump fakes, stops, pump fakes again, shot up, and no good. Rutherford nearly had the miss, and the ball goes out of bounds. Out of bounds off the Eagles. Carson-Newman, after that quick start from Emory and Henry to open up this third quarter, has gone on a 14-2 run and has forced the Wasps back into a scoring drought. Something they're very familiar with in this game. Shooting 15% from the field and 11% from three. Eagles have out-rebounded Emory and Henry 41-23 as well. Yarber inside, a good pass, and a foul called as Alvey went for the steal on the pass that was intended for Taylor Owens, and Alvey picks up her first foul. A couple of subs for Emory and Henry. Sophie Nelson and Mimi Trainum check in for Emory and Henry, along with Chelsea Hodges. So both teams have gone to their second units with 3:28 left in the third. Eagles lead at 62-25. If you're just joining us, a dominant effort from the start. 25-4 at the end of the first quarter has had the Eagles ahead by 20-plus points ever since. Rogers to Alvey, right corner three, in and out. Rutherford, offensive rebound. Extra life on this possession down for the Eagles, and a foul called on the reach-in by Nelson. The Eagles got possession back quickly after Ashlyn Crittenden was able to step into the passing lane on the inbound to record the steal and give the Eagles the basketball back. 3:14 left in the third. Rutherford inbounds to Gonzalez. And Vert buzzer there. Now the Eagles will inbound the basketball. Rutherford to trigger it in right of the baseline. Gets it into Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Alvey, back to Rutherford. Good ball reversal all the way to the left baseline for Crittenden. She's doubled, kicks it back out. Gonzalez. 8 to shoot. Gonzalez to Crittenden. She pump fakes, stops, back out front. Alvey, top of the key, three, short. And the rebound down to Tranum, but Rogers steps in front of the lane and steals the basketball. Gonzalez's reverse layup, no good. And the rebound down to Hodges. I like the effort from the freshman Rogers to come up with her second steal, I should say, but doesn't result in points for the Eagles. Tranum's drive inside, right-hand layup, no good. Offensive rebound, Hodges. Kicks it out, McClellan. Still plenty of time on the shot clock for E&H. 12 to shoot. 2.5 left in the third. Owens doubled, kicks it out. Nelson, left corner three. Good. Sophie Nelson off the bench with 6 points on a couple of triples from the freshman from Parkersburg, West Virginia. 62-28, and Gonzalez traveled before she took her first dribble off a pass from Rutherford in transition. Eagles turn it over for the 12th time. 62-28. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And the Eagles in control here at Bob Johnson Court. Tranum at the controls for Emory and Henry. Chest pass to Nelson. Foul line extended at the right wing, and she threw it away. Alvey comes up with a steal. Alvey coast to coast. Right hand layup, no good. Crittenden had the miss and is going to pick up a foul. Maybe it was Alvey. Nope, they're going to get Crittenden after she was unable to come up with that offensive rebound for a reach-in. It's her first and the team's fourth foul of the third quarter. Eagles defensively 9 steals now. Rutherford leads the way with 3. Tranum, guarded by Rutherford, dribbling out front, now finds Nelson. Nelson, bounce pass inside Owens. Owens spins on Alvey, left-hand layup, no good. And a foul called in the rebounding act as Alvey hit the deck. Hey, the Eagles, yet another defensive stop to force the miss by Owens. Just under 90 seconds left in the third. Eagles with the basketball back, facing now an Emory and Henry 2-3 zone. Eagles haven't scored in 3 minutes. That changes here as Rogers finds a cutting Alvey for two. Michaela Alvey's first field goal. It's 64-28. Rogers picks up her first assist of the contest. 60 seconds remaining in the third. Nelson gets a screen from Hodges at the top of the key. Nelson drives on Gonzalez. Picks up her dribble at the left baseline. A bounce pass that is deflected out by Rutherford. It'll stay with Emory and Henry on the far right side of the court. Wasp working left to right in this third quarter. Eagles right to left. Inbound pass to Owens. She steps back, pump fakes. Now finds McClellan. McClellan to Tranum, who launches a deep three. No good. And the ball goes out of bounds back to Carson-Newman. Yet another solid defensive quarter. Only 4 points allowed in the first, 15 in the second, but just 9 points in this third quarter allowed by this Carson-Newman defense. 64-28 advantage. Rogers to Rutherford, and I think Hodges got a hand on it. Emory and Henry comes up with the turnover. Tranum in transition. Ahead to McClellan. Inside Hodges, left-hand layup, blocked by Gonzalez. Hodges gets it back, missed it again, and Rogers comes away with a miss. How about the effort from the freshman Emily Gonzalez? Significant height advantage inside, but Gonzalez skies up for the block shot. Pass inside, deflected. Alvey comes away with it, kicks it out. Gonzalez, top of the key, three, good. Emily Gonzalez with Carson-Newman's 11th three-pointer to cap off a strong third quarter, and it's all Eagles at Bob Johnson Court. 67-28, a 39-point advantage through 3 quarters of basketball. Eagles will look to close a dominant effort with a strong fourth quarter after these messages on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
All right, start of the fourth quarter, 67-28. Carson-Newman ahead of Emory and Henry. 6-5 Eagles, seemingly close to a 7-5 and 3-1 record here in conference play, in complete control of Emory and Henry through the first 3 quarters. InterDigital strives to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services. InterDigital, laser focused on your success. Emory and Henry basketball to begin the fourth quarter, but stepping out of bounds on the first few passes into the possession, gives it back to Carson-Newman. Eagles with Penland, Boshears, Smith, Mbugwa, and Caroline Klemmer into the game for the first time. So 3 starters mixed in with a couple of bench players for Mike Mincy's team to open up the fourth. Smith out to Penland. Penland kicks it out. Klemmer, right wing 3, no good. Off the iron. Ball batted around into the hands of Penland, who lost it. She tries to track it down and knocks it off Hodges to keep it with the Eagles. Heads-up play from the sophomore guard to keep the Eagles with possession of the basketball. An opportunity to get several different players into the game who are going to see a lot more minutes than usual, with Klemmer and Mbugwa. With the basketball now to Smith. Smith stops. Cross-court pass, Klemmer to Penland, top of the key, now to Mbugwa, but the ball knocked away and stolen by Nelson. Nelson in transition all the way to the rim, and she's fouled. barreling into Campbell Penland. And Penland picks up her fourth personal. Fourth foul on Penland, first foul of the quarter. And with 9:03 left in the fourth quarter, Sophie Nelson to the free throw line for Emory and Henry. Nelson just 4 games played of the 10 that Emory and Henry has had so far, but certainly has made the most of it. Had 0 3-point field goals coming in and has drilled 2 today. Certainly has made her case to see more playing time, up to 7 points after the first made free throw. Second one is too strong. Yarber chases down the miss, shot up and missed by Hodges off the saved-in pass from Yarber. Eagles go the other way. Boshears in transition, shot up, no good. Got her own miss and put it back up and in. Skylar Boshears with 9 points, her third made field goal, and the Eagles lead it by 40. Right corner, Nelson 3, no good. Caroline Klemmer out of the pack with the rebound. She is running up the floor and now slows things down after the Wasp defense gets back quickly in transition. 90 seconds into the fourth, all Eagles. Penland right-hand dribble, bounce pass to Mbugwa. Boshears to Klemmer. Klemmer thought about a 3, now steps up closer to the line, and now a chest pass back to Boshears. 4 to shoot. Boshears to Klemmer. Klemmer has to launch. Right corner. No good. Offensive rebound. Smith. Her putback shot no good. Got her own miss, and the Eagles reset things. Long offensive possession here for the Eagles. And Mbugwa turns in the lane, but it's stolen away by Yarber. Yarber ahead of the pack. Left-hand layup, or right-hand layup, I should say. Good for Brianna Yarber. She has a team-high 10, and it's 69-31 Carson-Newman. Boshears, foul line extended, crosses over on glance, right-hand layup blocked. Ball stays in bounds, and Mbugwa hustling, but is out of bounds along the left side of the baseline, and Emory and Henry gets possession back. As Tori Rutherford checks in for Campbell Penland. Penland will exit with 9 points and 8 rebounds, nearing a double-double for her. Tied for the team lead with 8 rebounds as well. Smith has 8 boards as well. So Klemmer, Rutherford, Smith, and Mbugwa, Boshears out there for the Lady Eagles. Nelson, Yarber, Glantz, Tranum, and Hodges for Emory and Henry. Tranum kicks it out. Nelson's open. Right wing 3. Off the iron. Yarber comes down with the miss and is tied up with Harley Smith, and the possession arrow favors Carson-Newman. 7:19 left in the fourth quarter. Eagles have gotten a solid offensive and defensive performance. Emory and Henry is struggling on the offensive end, to say the least. 16% from the field and 13 from the 3. Got an offensive foul, moving screen on Ruthie Mbugwa. It'll be her second personal foul, second on the team in this fourth quarter as Harley Smith checks out and Keely Rogers back in for Carson-Newman. Second meeting between these two teams. The Eagles won last year 90-51. This is the first one in South Atlantic Conference play. But certainly the Eagles picking up where they left off a season ago against this Wasps team. Nelson out front, stops, free throw line jump shot, missed everything. And Emory and Henry gives it back to Carson-Newman as Callie McMahon checks back in and Ruthie Mbugwa takes a seat. Eagles have not held a team below 50 points all season. Trying to do that here today. McMahon kicks it out. Klemmer drives, shot up, and we've got a jump ball. And possession arrow favors Emory and Henry. And a Spainhour checks back in for the Wasps. 69-31 Eagles, 6:25 left in the fourth. Hodges at the free throw line, picks up her dribble, bounce pass inside, stolen by Rogers. 2-on-1 the other way, Rogers ahead. Klemmer, pump fakes, layup shot, no good, and she's headed to the free throw line. Good effort by Caroline Klemmer, nice pump fake on Yarber, who picks up her third. Michaela Alvey back in for Carson-Newman, and Skylar Bouchiers takes a seat. Caroline Clemmer to the free throw line. Her first one is up and off the back of the iron, no good. Clemmer appearing in her 6th game of the season. Had 4 points last time out against Mars Hill. All came from the free throw line. Her second one's also too strong. Alvey grabs the miss, and the Eagles have a second possession this time down. Rogers extra pass. Clemmer, she pump fakes and travels. Four minutes into the fourth quarter, all Carson-Newman, 69-31. Holding Emory and Henry to just 9 field goals. Yarber, layup shot off glass, good. She has 12. It's been one of the bright spots for this Wasps team, and it's her 5th field goal. 69-33, Rogers ahead to Rutherford out front. Clemmer, top of the key, 3, swish! Caroline Clemmer with her first field goal of the season. First career field goals of 3. She's on the board. It's 72-33. Yarber is fouled by Rogers on the other end. And Rogers picks up her first, team third, and Yarber heads to the free throw line. So Caroline Clemmer with her first career field goal on a top of the key 3-point shot. Had scored 6 points in 5 games coming into this matchup, all from the free throw line, but finally gets that first field goal of her Carson-Newman career. Yarber missed the first one. Second one is good. She's got a team-high 13. For E&H, it's 72-34. Rogers to Alvey. Foul line extended. Into McMahon. She turns around, shoots, misses. Yarber comes away with the miss, dribbles out of the pack, and is going all the way to the other end. Yarber had it knocked away. Drives back inside. Right-hand layup, no good. And Clemmer's got the miss. Clemmer, head down, drives inside. They kick it back out to Rogers, and the Eagles reset. Rogers now drives inside, dumps it off Rutherford, and a traveling violation call. Well, 19 Carson-Newman turnovers, but the Eagles have the 72-34 advantage. 4:56 left in the fourth quarter. We'll wrap this one up from Bob Johnson Court here in Emory, Virginia, after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
At Aramark, this year we go back to our foundation. At Aramark, we are great food and great service with great guests. That is the Aramark way. From coffee at Maples to sandwiches in Stokely, Aramark is here to produce high-quality food for you. A foundation of fresh food, a foundation of speedy service, and a foundation that's built for you, now and for the future. That is the Aramark way.
Eagles lead at 72-34 with just under 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Eagle fans, AEC is your Touchstone Energy cooperative service you can trust, value you can depend on, powering Mossy Creek. We're AEC member-owned and service-driven. Wasps basketball out of the timeout, and a foul called inside on Rogers. Reaching in on the entry feed to Yarber. Rogers picks up her second and the team's fourth foul. Well, Emory and Henry has had offensive struggles from the start. 16% would by far be the lowest field goal percentage that Carson-Newman has forced the team to shoot in a game this season. Previous low's 32. That was against USC Aiken as a jump ball with 3 players, 2 from Carson-Newman hitting the deck, forcing the jump ball, and the Eagles have the possession arrow. Single game low for a Carson-Newman opponent through the first 11 games of the year is 54. Right now, Emory and Henry has 34, and I don't think this team's scoring 21 points. So this is going to be by far Carson-Newman's best defensive performance of the season, as both teams have made changes. Ashlyn Crittenden into the contest along with Emily Gonzalez. So Crittenden, Gonzalez, Rogers out there with McMahon and Alvey for the Lady Eagles with 4.5 left in the fourth. Alvey, chest pass to Rogers. Foul line extended left to the wing. Rogers feed inside. Crittenden pump fakes from 14 feet. Cross-court pass back to Rogers. 12 to shoot. McMahon gets a touch at the left block. Fakes a handoff to Alvey. Turns. Kicks it out. Rogers, 6 to shoot. Rogers drives inside. Right-hand layup. No good. And a foul call. They'll get a reserve forward Jordan Gresham, the Lenoir City, Tennessee product, the sophomore, averaging 3 points per game for the foul, as Rogers knocks home the first free throw. She has 7 points off the bench and 5 rebounds, along with a game-high 4 steals. Second free throw missed by Rogers, and the Eagles get a point on that possession. 73-34, all Carson-Newman. Spainhour over to Tranum, inside Hodges, pump fakes. Shot up over her right shoulder, no good. Ball tipped around into the hands of Spainhour, who scores it. Hannah Spainhour with her first field goal. One of the starters for this team gets on the board for the first time. Pump fake inside. Alvey's layup shot off glass and in. Michaela Alvey with her second field goal. She has 4 points, and the Eagles back up by 39. Ball knocked out by the Lady Eagles. Keeps it with Emory and Henry as Caroline Clemmer back in for Mike Mincy's team. He has 5 freshmen on the floor right now, with Gonzalez, Crittenden, Clemmer, McMahon, and Rogers out there. Ball reversed to the left wing, McLennan. Macy McLennan drives inside and is fouled. McLennan went down hard on her drive in. Crittenden tried to swipe down at the ball. And picked up the foul. Ashlyn picks up her second personal foul, 5th team foul. And if McClellan is able to get to her feet, she will have 2 free throws. If you're just joining us, Carson-Newman from the start. Emory and Henry scored the first basket. It was a layup by Brianna Yarber that got Emory and Henry on the board, but Carson-Newman over the next 7.5 minutes, nearly 8 minutes, scored the next 22 points. Went on a 22-0 run in which the Eagles made 4 3-point field goals. Defense was leading to offense. Went up 22-2, eventually led at the end of the first quarter 25-4. It was much of the same into the second quarter as Carson-Newman grew the lead up to 27 points with 4 minutes left in the period, with Bo Shears nailing a free throw off a couple of made field goals in between that for Carson-Newman. The lead then ended up getting all the way up to 31 before Emory and Henry scored late in the first half to make it a 29-point Carson-Newman advantage at halftime, as McClellan is helped to her feet by the athletic trainer and head coach Jacqueline Dickens. Didn't seem like it was anything Crittenden had done from Carson-Newman's and that caused the injury. I think it was just on the way down. Maybe an ankle injury for her, as she'll be helped off the floor. And Sophie Nelson checks in and will shoot the free throws for the Wasps. Into that third quarter, the Eagles really just maintained the lead, got it up to 39 by the end of the quarter, and now it's a 38-point margin after Nelson's first free throw is good. Second one on the way, and good as well. 75-38, just over 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Rogers to Clemmer. Clemmer back to Crittenden. She drives, kicks it out, Gonzalez. Gonzalez pump fakes, gives it back to Crittenden. Behind the back dribble, crosses over, spins inside. Kicks it out, Clemmer. 9 on the shot clock. Caroline hands it off to Crittenden. Now to Rogers. Crossover dribble into the lane. Nice pass. Crittenden wide open and lays it in phenomenal feed from Rogers to Ashlyn Crittenden, who did not think she was that open, realized she was, and knocked home the layup for her first points. And we've got a foul called on Crittenden. That's her third. It's picked up 3 in just a few minutes here. And with 2.5 minutes left in the fourth, Sophie Nelson heads to the free throw line. First free throw, no good by Nelson. Back of the iron. Everybody that's played today for Carson-Newman has scored at least one field goal for Mike Mincy's team. Second one up and good. Friendly roll for Nelson. 77-39. Gonzalez, coast to coast, ahead of steam, and is fouled attempting a right-hand layup. Foul on Gresham, her second. And Emily Gonzalez to the free throw line. 5 points for her, a couple of rebounds to her line today. And her first free throw is up and good. Eagles have doubled up the Wasps here in Emory, Virginia, 78-39. Second free throw rattles out. And Emory and Henry goes back the other way. Tranum dribbling at the left elbow, picks up her dribble, finds Nelson. Nelson threw it away. Nope, it was deflected by Clemmer. It'll stay with Carson-Newman with 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Again, stay tuned. Here on the Eagles Sports Network, Carson-Newman men's basketball set to take the floor with Emory and Henry. Approximately 25 minutes following the conclusion of this one. That contest will get going. Here from Bob Johnson Court, another foul called inside. That's Ashlyn Crittenden's fourth foul. So she's played 7 minutes and has 4 fouls. A couple have been maybe ticky-tack fouls here down the stretch. And so to the free throw line goes Hannah Spainhour, her first free throw up and good. Tell you what, Emory and Henry has made hay from the free throw line. 15 of 19. Second one's good. 16 of 20, so 16 of the 41 points are from the free throw line. Ball reversed to the left wing. 2 minutes left in the fourth. The Eagles in control by a large margin, 78-41. McMahon drives inside. Right-hand hook shot blocked by Hodges out of bounds. We'll stay with the Lady Eagles with 13 on the shot clock. Quality road win for Mike Mincy's team. It'll be the second road victory of the year after having lost 3 consecutive road contests. Bounce pass to Clemmer. Long three. Nearly banked in. Tranum's got the miss. She's got numbers ahead of the pack. Drives inside, kicks it out. Spainhour stops at the left block, kicks it out. Hodges. And now Emory and Henry slows it down. Didn't have numbers. Tranum, left-hand dribble, drives inside on Clemmer. Right-hand shot off glass, good. Tranum's got her first 2 points, first field goal, and it's 78-43. Rogers kicks it out. McMahon, 3, no good. And the ball into the hands of Spainhour for the defensive rebound. 70 seconds left here from Bob Johnson Court. Ashlyn Crittenden knocks it away, and she's got a steal. 3-on-1 for Carson-Newman. Bounce pass to Gonzalez. Extra pass. McMahon right-hand layup, good. Well executed 3-on-1 fast break. Gives the Eagles 80 points and a 37-point advantage. We wind down under 50 seconds left. Eagles are going to hit the 80-point mark with a second consecutive game. It'll be a 3-game win streak for Carson-Newman as McMahon and looked like Spainhour collided in the lane. McMahon picks up her first. So a 3-game win streak here for Carson-Newman. They've scored 75 points or more in all 3 games during this streak. And they've not allowed a team to score more than 70 points. Free throw up and good by Spainhour. This is still going to go down as the best defensive performance of the year for Mike Mincy's team. With right now only 45 points allowed, but has held the Wasps to 19% from the field shooting and 13 from 3. Ball fumbled out of bounds by Nelson. It'll stay with the Lady Eagles. One more home game left on the slate. 1 day off and then a matchup with King on Monday at home. Non-conference matchup before You get into the new year, and it's mainly conference action. The Eagles will open up the new year with a couple of road matchups at Belmont Abbey and out at Lincoln Memorial. 14-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, 25 on the game clock. McMahon from the left elbow is fouled shooting a jump shot, and Spainauer got her on the right arm as McMahon led to the free throw line. A lot of fouls called in this fourth quarter. Fourth team foul on Emory and Henry, first on Spainauer. McMahon to the free throw line for the first time today. She swishes home the first free throw. Quietly, Callie has had a solid performance, continuing to be one of the starters for Mike Mincy's team. Her career high is 15 points. That was at home against North Georgia. She's got 13 today. She missed the second one. 81-45. Shot clock is off. Nelson drives into the lane. Left-hand layup. No good. Defensive rebound secured by Rogers, her sixth. And she'll walk it up the floor, and the Lady Eagles are going to knock off Emory and Henry in dominant fashion by a final score of 81-45. From start to finish, it was all Mike Mincy's team. A 25-4 first quarter allows the Lady Eagles to get past Emory and Henry here at Bob Johnson Court here in Emory, Virginia. Final score, 81 for Carson-Newman, 45 for Emory and Henry. Start to finish, the Eagles get it done over the Wasps in a road contest. Second victory on the road for Mike Mincy's team this season. We'll take a break. Domino's post-game report coming up after these messages to wrap up this dominant Carson-Newman victory over Emory and Henry.
If you're looking for official Eagle merchandise, look no further than the Carson-Newman Bookstore. With a large selection of Carson-Newman gifts and apparel, you're sure to find something to please the entire family. From stuffed eagles to towel sets, sweatshirts, shorts, hats, and slippers, we literally have you covered from head to toe. We have just the item you're looking for no matter what the season. So whether you're an Eagle student, parent, alumni, or fan, shop us for everything orange and blue. Call 865-471-3539 for more information and store hours. We'll see you at the Carson-Newman Bookstore.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
The game's over, but we're just getting warmed up. The Domino's post-game report starts in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit InterDigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser-focused on your success.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's post-game report on the Eagles Sports Network.
Picked up by Rutherford, shovels it to the right wing. Weichel catches, puts the layup off the glass.
Your stats breakdown, a conversation with Mike Mincy, and player interviews are all headed your way. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Pepsi, that's what I like. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By the Bible Insurance Agency, the agency that's service built. By the Aramark, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By the Tennessee National Guard, a generation of volunteers. By Food City, value every day. By Tri-Light, dream big with gig. By Quality Suites of Morristown, an official hotel of the Carson-Newman Eagles. And by ShopCNEagles.com, the official online store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Lady Eagles, Michael Watrang.
Andrew Rogers back inside King Court and at Bob Johnson Court here in Emory, Virginia. Final score 81-45. It was all Carson-Newman from start to finish over the Wasps in a dominant offense and defensive effort for Mike Mincy's team. Andrew Rogers once again joining you throughout today's game of the women's basketball, or throughout the women's basketball contest here on the Eagles Sports Network. Filling in for Michael Watrang. The Eagles get it done in dominant fashion. Eagle fans, Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Whether you're a student looking for a late night snack or out to eat with your coworkers, Domino's has a deal for you. You get a large one-topping pizza for $5.99 with your Carson-Newman ID, or get 25% off your entire order when you bring in your business card. At lunch, Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. From start to finish, domination from Mike Mincy's team. Gave up the first basket of the contest, but rattled off 22 consecutive points, in which included 4 made three-point field goals from 4 different players. It was a balanced effort. 6 different players scored during that 22-0 run over Emory and Henry, and eventually were able to get a 25-4 first quarter lead, and the Eagles never took their foot off the gas pedal as the lead grew as many to 30 at the 2:45 mark of the second quarter after a Braylon Weichel 3. Weichel had a phenomenal day in limited action. Eagles with a couple of baskets down the stretch to lead at the half 48-19, and really the second half was just about maintaining that lead. The Eagles put together another dominant defensive quarter, holding Emory and Henry to just 9 points in the third quarter, outscoring the Wasps 19-9 in the third, and then eventually Emory and Henry finally got the offense going a little bit there in the fourth, outscored Carson-Newman 17-14, but the Eagles held on for the dominant 81-45 victory. Only 2 players were in double figures for Mike Mincy's team, but leading the way was Braylon Weichel, our Food City player of the game. Weichel, 7 of 10 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 3 assists, and a couple of rebounds. Callie McMahon, 13 points and 5 rebounds, 5 of 9 shooting for the freshman. Campbell Penland, Skylar Boshears had 9 each. Keely Rogers, 7, Gonzalez, 6, Rutherford, 6, and then 1 made field goal each for Alvy, Smith, Crittenden, Clemmer, and Mbugwa. All 12 players that dressed for Carson-Newman scored a basket in this dominant effort for Mike Mincy's team that holds Emory and Henry to 18% shooting from the field and 13% shooting from 3. But this is a season low for Emory and Henry, and the best defensive performance that Carson-Newman's Lady Eagles have put together this season to get this dominant effort and a strong victory over the Wasps. Dominant effort from the Lady Eagles. See if we can track down Mike Mincy at some point during this post-game show. If not, you can catch his thoughts on our YouTube page at Carson-Newman Eagles Sports Network on our YouTube page for more on that interview and get his thoughts, as well as our write-up following the contest as well. Eagles win at 81-45. More on the Domino's post-game show after this message on the Eagles Sports Network.
Building a new home? AEC can help. Build an all-electric home with an electric heat pump, an electric water heater, an electric range, and an electric washer and dryer. AEC's certified energy inspector will provide expert advice during construction and a complete home inspection upon finish. Before the drywall is in place, call AEC at 865-719-8322. AEC. We're power with purpose.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
More player interviews and stats come your way in 60 seconds when the Domino's postgame report continues on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Andrew Rogers back here on the Domino's post-game report. Eagles win it in a dominant fashion, 81-45 over Emory and Henry. The Eagles Sports Network invites you to stop by the official restaurant of Carson-Newman Athletics. It's Lisa's Country Kitchen that serves the best home-cooked meals the Lakeway region can offer. Start your day with their $2.99 breakfast specials and finish it with one of their juicy, fresh, never-frozen steaks. Eat at Lisa's after the game on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. Lisa's Country Kitchen is the official restaurant of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Augusta takes down Newberry today in women's basketball action. Final score there, 53-42 in favor of Augusta. Limestone and Lincoln Memorial close to wrapping up. It's a 14-point advantage for LMU over Limestone with a minute left in the fourth quarter. Actually, 72-61 now. Looks like LMU's going to hold on for a victory, though. Tusculum, the top team in the Mountain Division, playing a non-conference game today, takes down Southern Wesleyan. Final score 65-59. Good effort from Maya Belton. She scored 22. Sophie Henry had 12 assists for Tusculum as well, as the Pioneers get it done over Southern Wesleyan for yet another victory there. We mentioned the LMU Limestone score. Lenore Ryan road victory over Anderson. Final score 78-70. LR gets the road victory over the Lady Trojans. We mentioned our game and then the Tusculum game, the other one that has gone final. So all games are final really on the women's basketball side, with LMU winning 72 or up 72-61 with just 50 seconds left in that contest. A couple other notes from today's game. Eagles go 43% from 3, 12 of 28. Shot 48% from the field. Held Emory and Henry to 18% from the field and 13% from 3. 3 threes from the Wasps in this game. 2 were by Sophie Nelson, as the Wasps struggled on the offensive end from the start. 4 points in that first quarter, and the defensive start by the Eagles really set the tone with a solid performance. 18 of the 45 points that Emory and Henry scored were from the free throw line. They shot 82% there. They did force 19 Carson-Newman turnovers that resulted in 10 points, but ultimately that was not enough on the defensive end to slow down Carson-Newman offensively. 56 rebounds for Carson-Newman. They out-rebounded did the Lady Eagles by 18 boards, 56-38 on the defensive glass. We've talked about the winning streak. That's 3 wins in a row for Mike Mincy's team, in which they've now scored 75-plus points in all 3 victories, all 3 wins in South Atlantic Conference play, this being the second road win of the season, the other coming at USC Aiken, which was another dominant defensive performance from Carson-Newman, their second at the time of lowest points scored of 57 today. Put together its best defensive performance, holding Emory and Henry to 18% shooting from the field, 13 from 3, and the Eagles defense gives up a season-low 45 points to E&H. We mentioned the next matchup for the Eagles is Monday afternoon, a 4 p.m. tip against King. Non-conference matchup to wrap up the new year. The Eagles continue their dominant December 4-1 record, 3-1 record in South Atlantic Conference play for Mike Mincy's team, who improves to 7-5 and 3-2 in South Atlantic Conference play, and now has sole possession of second place. Emory and Henry had a half-game lead, not anymore, as the Wasps fall to 5-6 overall and 2-2 in South Atlantic Conference play. That'll do it for the Domino's post-game report. Final score here from Bob Johnson Court in Emory, Virginia. 81 for Carson-Newman's Lady Eagles, 45 for Emory and Henry. Stay tuned. Carson-Newman men's basketball coming your way here on these airwaves on the Eagles Sports Network. Adam Cavalier has the call of Carson-Newman and Emory and Henry men's basketball edition. Just under 15 minutes remaining from Bob Johnson Court here in Emory, Virginia.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
Shot up in transition. No, Bowens follows through and jams it down with 2 hands.
We're getting you set for game day with a countdown to tip-off, powered by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. Carson-Newman basketball is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Pepsi, that's what I like. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By the Bible Insurance Agency, the agency that service built. By the Aramark, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By the Tennessee National Guard, a generation of volunteers. By Food City, value every day. By Tri-Light, dream big.